Well, now that the casuals have gone, nothing wrong with the casuals. And even though my hair is in the state of what has been 2020 and 2021, the show must go on, as they say, and we are going to start that off with something I wanted to do for you guys and myself for this, which is the roadmap. Hello, everybody. It is I, Friendly Neighborhood INFP, and we are, like I just said, going to be looking at the roadmap, but more specifically, the roadmap of 2022. I keep wanting to say 2020, but I digress. So, while my hair is in its absolute chaotic state, I'm going to try and go with the expectations I have for 2022, the things, the roadmap, the things that I'm going to try to accomplish, the New Year's resolution, as some people would put it. Probably not. This is like a roadmap of things, even if I do not accomplish them all in 2022. It is the roadmap of things I will want to get accomplished. So, starting off with probably the easiest out of them all, get a haircut. I need it. My hair is wildly and terrible to control, so it needs to go. I mean, I'm not going bald. I'm just, this can't be, we can't be doing this anymore, you guys. I mean, I can't be doing this anymore. So yeah, get a haircut. Second thing, after that, I'm going to try and finish the voiceovers, which I was supposed to finish last year or this year in 2021, but that has been mostly my fault and my procrastination issue, so and none of that anymore, and we are going to do the finish off the voiceovers with the comics. I know some of you are going to be like, he's been doing voiceovers? What? If you've been paying attention to my TikToks and like Tumblr feed and like even Facebook, you'd see them, but for those of you who don't know, I will be having a full set of Chapter 1 done, voiceovered by me and an ENFP who is doing a far better job than I am. So that should be out in 2022 at some point. I can't give you an exact time frame. Probably when I am able to slap myself hard enough to essentially get there, which will hopefully be in the spring. It will be hopefully completed by the spring. That is the timeline I am giving myself. So there's the second roadmap. Third roadmap, and kind of in tune with the voiceover thing, is to try and find a artist who enjoys MBTI, who I am able to work together with, and we shall conquer the world of the webcomics. Well, maybe not conquer the world, but we will like continue the cute little webcomic that is MBTimes, and go on from there. So that's going to require something or other, probably talking and networking. Moving on from there, the next thing I want to do, the fourth goal mark, if you will, is to hit 1,000 subscribers by March. I'm hoping for the beginning of March, but it would be cool if it happens at the end of March. But I'm hoping for the beginning of March. So, yeah, if you guys like my content and want to see more insanity, slap the like button and subscribe. And, of course, share. From there, from the 1,000 subscribers, I guess, I would like to, by the end of the year, so by the end of 2022, I would like to essentially reach 10,000 subscribers. Now, I know I am asking for a lot, but that is my goal. And of course, these roadmaps are things that I will eventually want to reach up to. It's not like I'm expecting 1 million subscribers to come and hit me like a freight truck by the time 2022 ends. So I think, you know, aim high, aim for 10,000. That's a reasonably high number, but not so high it's unreasonable, at least in my mind. So moving on from there, we can now look at everything I kind of want to do in between, like having the subscribers in March, the 1,000, and then having the 10,000 by the end of the year. But then everything in between, I would like, and before I forget, if we reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2022, there will be a giveaway for for 3 people. There's going to be a giveaway for 3 people. First place, second place, and third place. One greater than the next. You know, kind of like gold, silver, bronze type deal going on there. I don't know what it's going to be entirely yet, but it's probably going to be some of my merch plus something else. So this could be even a keyboard, or like a gaming keyboard, or a gaming mouse, or a webcam, or a microphone. I don't know yet. We will see what the end brings us. Regardless, even if we do not hit 10,000 at the end of 2022, the moment we do hit 10,000, I will be also doing a giveaway. It's just not going to be as big. It's not going to be as big as if I were to get it at the end of 2022. So probably this time next year will be the announcement of the giveaway if I reach that number. We good? We good. Awesome. That's number 5. Number 6 is I would hope to get more skits done. I would hope to rope in some more people. I would hope to get some more live versions, like a show thing going on. I'm not very good at monologuing with myself. I'm much better at bouncing things off of other people. So if I'm able to like rope other people into doing MBTI skits, that'd be great. I am no Frank James, so yeah, nor my Screen Rants and all those people who do a fantastic job at it. I am much better doing it with another person, which is kind of hilarious considering that I'm an introvert. But regardless, speaking of doing things with people, I'm also going to be moving on with my podcast, and I have roped in the same ENFP that I mentioned earlier, who has been doing the voiceovers of all the female characters of Chapter 1, which is what's going to be released hopefully by the spring. I need to get my act together. She's also going to be joining me on my podcast, where we are going to be looking at a bunch of random subjects. You are going to only see the first 10 minutes of said podcast on YouTube. First 5 to 10 minutes. It depends on how long the segment goes. And then the rest of it you will be seeing on or listening to on Spotify or Anchor, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Most of you are probably going to listen to it on Spotify if you listen to it on Spotify. This is going to be me giving more love to my podcast. So that is essentially where a lot of the focus of me talking with the ENFP and like going over those topics and all that, which will be done in a top hat. What do I mean? So basically, we're going to be taking random topics, random subjects, random things that we get. We're going to throw them all into this top hat. I'm going to pick it out, and I'm going to pull out whatever I happen to pull out from the top hat. And that is going to be what we focus on. And usually the episodes, we're probably going to try and focus on like 5 to 10 of them at a time for each episode going forward. So that is essentially what I hope to be kind of like season 3 of the podcast. So for those of you who are tuned to that, stay tuned to that. After that, and this is going to be, or not after that, but number 8, the next thing that's part of my roadmap. Remember, these are all the things that I would like to get accomplished by 2022, and there is a greater roadmap that goes like further into the future. That's a lot more complicated. That's when I get crazy amounts of abilities and all of that. But anyways, number 8, get an editor. Get a person who I'm able to pay to do my thumbnails and everything, who I'm able to work more consistently with. So I would like to have that happen, or at least pay the person who's been helping me. That is something I would like to happen at some point. So that's number 8. Number 9, bring in new merch. I have new merch ideas that I have been putting together, some in this style of symbols and logos. Sort of, they're kind of like typography or name, logo type stuff. You'll understand when you see it. But yeah, I have that plus like a bunch of other ideas that I'm going to be slapping on there. Need to get that done. So that's number 9. And then number 10, to essentially start getting set up for trying to find a studio or other working space, or to upgrade what I currently have so I can do better quality videos and just better quality stuff in general. Essentially more entertaining stuff. So with the studio, I'd be able to like kind of bring in more people, and we'd be able to do the whole workout thing. I would have to, that's the reason why this is number 10, is because this is what I'd probably be starting on around the end of 2022, is looking at that aspect of things. It's not necessarily that I will be getting a studio, it's just that I will be looking at how to go about it. So that has essentially been the roadmap, the goals that I have for 2022. Some of these goals lead into far greater goals, and with those goals I would like to essentially help, once I'm able to reach them, help or have them help kick off into the newer goals and all of that. So with that being said, that is all that I've got, except there's one more. It's kind of a side project, not necessarily a roadmap to what I'm doing here, but it is a side project. So I guess honorable mention. We're going to end with the honorable mention. I have a blog called The Queen of Crows Diaries that's also going to be tied into a book called The Dark Feather Society. I need to focus on working on that and getting that more streamlined or going on. There will hopefully be more news on that for those of you who enjoy reading such things and want to see what I can come up with story-wise. So hopefully I can get that going far further than I already have. But with that being said, that is everything, and I will see you guys for the new year. Bye-bye!